This week on Fireside News, we got Nicolas Cage playing Jesus' dad in a horror movie. Taylor and Travis are breaking Instagram while pretending that we don't care. Guinness handing out world records you can win with a whoopee cushion. Science is making chocolate taste even better with a song. And a Wisconsin dad who faked his own death just to run off with his mistress to Uzbekistan. Yeah, it's that kind of week, so let's get into it. So apparently 72% of Americans say they don't care about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's engagement. Which is cute, because their engagement post broke Instagram. Over 1 million reposts in just 6 hours. 1 million in 6 hours, which means at least 720,000 of those reposts came from people who swore they didn't care. And it's not just the pictures either. Taylor dropped her song So High School under the post, and streams spiked 400%. Well, doesn't sound like we don't care to me. So here's the truth. We don't care until we really, really care. It's like pumpkin spice season. Everyone groans about it. But you blink and suddenly everyone's holding the same latte. Same thing with Taylor and Travis, America's most unpopular, popular couple. Nicolas Cage has officially leveled up from weird roles to biblical horror. He's playing Joseph, Jesus' dad, in a horror movie called The Carpenter's Son. And this isn't your typical church flick. No, it's based on an ancient gospel that most scholars think is total fan fiction. And it turns the childhood of Christ into some kind of crazy thriller. Here's the kicker though. While filming in Greece, Cage got attacked by bees, like real bees, which feels like divine comedy because, the man's already immortalized in the internet screaming, not the bees, from the Wicker Man. God himself is like, hey, better run it back, bro. So if you ever wanted to see Joseph raising Jesus while also starring in a horror movie with bees, then this one's for you. Guinness World Records just turned 70, and instead of retiring, they dropped a list of 70 records that no one has ever tried. That means literally anyone watching could get in the book, with no freak genetics required. What are some of the records? Most high fives in 30 seconds, fastest burrito assembly, longest air guitar marathon, fastest time to push an orange 100 meters with your nose. Yeah, that's a real one. Somewhere in Florida, a guy just whispered, hey, hold my beer, right? I'm gonna try for that one. They even have most whoopee cushions sat on in 1 minute by teams of 2. Imagine being immortalized forever because you and your friends set the bar for synchronized fart pillows. That's pretty legendary. The best part though, Guinness has a record selector tool online. You answer 5 personality questions and it spits out your best shot at glory. Translation, I guess your destiny might just be the most Pringles eaten in 60 seconds. So hey, why not, TikTok challenges are dumb anyways. Might as well get a certificate while you're at it. Scientists in the UK have decided chocolate wasn't addictive enough, so they made it better. A researcher wrote a song called Sweetest Melody, designed scientifically to make chocolate taste even more amazing. It's 64 seconds long, the exact time it takes chocolate to melt in your mouth, and yeah, it's on YouTube and Spotify right now. They tuned the pitch, tempo, and harmony based on what they call multi-sensory integration. It's a fancy way of saying we made Willy Wonka's Spotify playlist, basically. Apparently, listening while you snack heightens the flavor, which sounds like an excuse to eat 3 candy bars in a row while looping the track. So don't be surprised when your friends are standing in the kitchen with headphones on, crying over a Hershey's bar. That's science, baby. Well, the Father of the Year award goes to this guy, Ryan Borgwart of Wisconsin. He's a dad who faked his own death just to run off with a mistress in Uzbekistan. I'm not making it up. He staged a kayaking accident, left his boat behind, biked 70 miles, hopped flights across the world, even reversed his vasectomy so he could start a new family. That's some Bond villain level commitment right there for cheating, The guy was eventually caught, dragged back to the US, and just sentenced to 89 days in jail. Got 1 day for every day his wife and kids thought he was dead. Poetic justice? Yeah, he also has to pay $30,000 for search and rescue missions that went looking for him. So let's recap. He lost his family, lost his freedom, lost $30K, probably lost the mistress in Uzbekistan. The only thing faker than his death was a shot of happiness. Well, that's it for this week's episode of Fireside News. Remember, we do this every Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, so make sure that you're here for that. Best way to support the channel, drop a comment. Let me know what your favorite part of the show was, or which story you think was the dumbest. Either way, I'll see you back here next week for more Fireside News.